This evening I want to talk about the impact of County Council spending review reductions on library services in Leicestershire, and I've handed out a short briefing document which I hope will help you if you have any questions to ask after this presentation. Leicestershire County Council has carried out a major spending review of its services as a result of cuts in central government funding. All services are affected. The Council needs to reduce its budget by 25% over the next 4 years. Libraries expenditure accounted for just over £7 million in 2009 to 2010. The library service costs 2.1% of the total county budget. Parallel to the need for budget cuts, the Council aims to support communities by preparing people for the future through learning and skills, to connect the vulnerable, including the unemployed, the old and the young, to a wider society, to encourage a sense of health and well-being amongst residents. Libraries are well placed to support these aims. 3.7 million people visited the network of 54 libraries in 2009 to 2010. Almost 94% of adults in Leicestershire questioned think that the library service is good or very good. Almost 100% of children think that the library service is good or okay. Libraries are a gateway to other council services. 448 computer terminals were available to people to access ICT in 2009 to 2010. Usage was 39% of available time. The library service anticipates that use of broadband access in libraries will increase with an overall rise in unemployment. 12,053 ICT-based adult learning session hours were attended in 2009 to 2010. It's estimated that 1/3 of the unemployed in the county do not have direct access to the internet. 9.1% of Leicestershire residents have no qualifications. They are most likely to be affected by job cuts and will need access to literacy, training and skills provision. As a gateway to other services, libraries can provide them with relevant information in both print and electronic form, and by going to information centres within libraries. Nonetheless, savings have to be made. The most visited libraries in 2009 to 2010 were Loughborough, Oadby and Hinckley. 11 small libraries have very little footfall and may need to be closed unless alternative provision can be made. The review recommended 6 possible approaches to rationalisation: local integration with other services, shared services with other councils, devolved delivery to a trust, company or social enterprise, commissioning other organisations to provide service, or direct cuts, or even a hybrid model incorporating the 5 previous models. The shared service approach seems to be most suitable for libraries. Work has already begun to coordinate back-end functions in collaboration with Nottingham and Leicester City Councils. In order to achieve local integration, the challenge is to incorporate other front-end functions such as multi-access centres, that is daycare centres, public service points, and possibly Job Centre Plus. However, the image of Job Centre Plus does not lie easily with the non-judgmental image of libraries. There will be changes in mode of delivery of library services because of the changed budgetary environment, but any retrenchment or closures would follow only after extensive public consultation. There is a political will to preserve Leicestershire's libraries and to improve services. Thank you very much. I shall now take questions. Roma.
Yeah, just explain to me, I'm not quite sure how the shared services, which is the preferred option, is actually going to work, because Many of the multi-access centres are already closed or closing, as indeed are the day centres. So where will you actually be thinking of sharing these services? Because it seems to me there won't be any buildings apart from present library buildings, which you're proposing closing many of, to actually share these services within.
The model for sharing services with other facilities, such as multi-access services, is part of what they call the local integration of services. The shared services refer to uniting with Nottingham and Leicester City Councils on policies such as ordering stock.
For where though, if the libraries don't exist anymore?
Oh, the libraries will continue to exist. It's
But
only...
you just said a lot of them are going to close.
No, I said 11 small libraries will close,
That's many of them.
possibly, out of a network of 54.
So the shared services will be concentrated on the two main libraries that possibly will be remaining open. I think 3 main libraries, sorry.
Well, then, Leicestershire
So
County...
access for many people is going to be difficult, particularly, as I say, a lot of the multi-access centres, the day centres, are not going to be around anymore.
Well, the County Council is very keen to point out that no closures will actually take place until after extensive public consultation.
Okay.
So that's one thing.
Thank you.
The shared services, as I say, referred to the back-end management organisation that's shared between Nottingham City Council libraries, Leicester City Council libraries and Leicestershire County Council libraries. There will be some management reorganisation within that, which of course will involve some staff redundancy.
Okay, thank you.
Yes?
Yes, and what evidence do you have that the target people you mentioned of the unemployed and the lower income are actually the people who use the computers and the books in the library?
The library service did actually carry out an extensive review in 2009, and in fact I've been down to my local library for one thing, but the results of the review show that the libraries are extensively used by all sectors of the population. You can't say that it's just children who go or it's old people who go. And certainly internet access points are very popular.
Thank you.
Lisa?
Yeah, you mentioned the 11 that are
Yes.
potentially due to close, and you said that they have less footfall than
That's
the
right.
others.
Mm.
But how do you know that the footfall that they do have are the most vulnerable people?
This has got to be the subject of further study and consultation.
And when will that be?
That will happen in the 4th phase of this review. I'm now reporting on phase 2 and 3, which makes recommendation on models which the County Council could adopt. And it is actually up to the County Council to implement phase 4 of the review. Thank you very much.